Good morning, everybody. This is Miss Rachel here with the Leonardo and Leo at Home, and today I am outside in my backyard. As you can see, we are going to do a little bit of talking about our respiratory system. So our entire week has been talking about Alive, and we've been talking all about different ways that our bodies and our systems inside of our bodies work. And one thing that I know is that when I have a little bit of anxiety inside of my body, or if I am feeling a lot of deep feelings inside of my chest, that my breathing can help calm me down. Breathing helps us regulate our emotions. So taking deep breaths in, holding it, and breathing out can help us regulate our emotions, because what happens is we breathe in and we get this oxygen that reaches into our lungs, and then the oxygen actually goes throughout our bodies. By regulating our body's breath, we can actually help calm ourselves down. So if you breathe really fast, you feel that anxiety, right? Like you start to feel your heart beat a little bit faster, you start to get nervous. But if you slow down your breathing, it sends a message from your brain, your nervous system, to your circulatory system, to your respiratory system, to your entire rest of your body to breathe out and relax. So today I'm going to show you a couple of different ways that we can use our breath to relax our bodies. And one thing that we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of yoga. So I have this really cool poster that my friend Mr. Trent drew for us, because he is our artist and he's just wonderful. And he drew these really great positions to help remind you so that you can use this technique to help calm your body down whenever you're feeling a little stressed or overwhelmed or not quite exactly like how you want to feel that day. So you can find this in our comments, and it will be on our website, but I'm also going to walk through how to do this. And if you are ready, and if you are looking to calm down a little bit right now, join me. You don't need anything but some space on the floor. And what we're going to do is we're going to start with a really easy pose. We're going to find ourselves on the floor, and we're going to sit crisscross. And from here, what we're going to do is we're going to take our feet and we're going to put them together, and we're going to rest them. And then we have our legs, and they almost look like butterfly wings. And all of our yoga is posed after animals, so you can remember this. So we're going to use our breath to move our legs. So we're going to breathe in, lift your legs up, breathe out, and let it back down. Let's do it a couple more times. Breathe in slow, 4 counts. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it, hold your wings, and breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can do this and use your breath to determine your movement. You'll notice that as you're breathing in, you're bringing your legs up. As you're breathing out, you're bringing your legs back down. That's one way to help regulate our bodies and emotions. I'm going to show you my favorite way, and I actually have my cat out here with me, and I'm hoping she'll come join our video at some point. But one of my favorite things that we can do is our cat pose. I like to do it with cat and cat, so I'll show you both. What we're going to do is we're going to find our knees, and you're going to be on your knees, and your feet can be right behind you. If you want, you can tuck your toes under, and that's kind of fun too. And what you're going to do is you're going to take your arms and you're going to put yourself on all fours. Your back is going to be straight, and we're going to breathe in, and we're going to bring our back up like a scaredy cat, and we're going to arch it. And you should feel your stomach as you're breathing in. It should be pushing up as high as you can so that your stomach's trying to touch your back, and they're both trying to touch the sky. So let's breathe in together. Ready? And hold it, and breathe out. This one is cow. So if you're looking to do cow, all you have to do is you have your crown of your head and your forehead are facing forwards, and your hands are still in that exact same spot. And it's a good way for when you breathe in, or when you breathe out, to let out all of that anxiety. So let's do it again. Ready? And you have cat. Your stomach is trying to touch your back, and your back's trying to touch the sky. And good job. Awesome. And that's a really good way for you to help regulate your emotions as well. Another really cool thing that we can do is we have our cat and we have our cow. And then I also really like to do a cobra pose. Now cobra, it sounds just like the snake. And what you can do to do the cobra pose is you're actually going to get all the way onto your belly. And when you get onto your belly, then what we're going to do is we're going to put our hands right next to our shoulders, and then you're going to push yourself up. And you're going to hold it. And it gives you a nice stretch in your stomach. You can breathe in and breathe out. And take a couple more deep breaths here. Ready? Perfect. Now, I can feel my body start to calm down. I can feel that my emotions are starting to feel a little bit more subdued, and everything is starting to feel a little bit easier to handle and think about. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you downward dog. I like this one a lot because it stretches the backs of the legs, but you can actually get into it straight from Cobra. So where we're at here in Cobra, then I'm gonna tuck my toes under and I'm gonna bring my back up and I'm gonna have my back be as straight as possible. Try and get my heels to touch the ground. My arms are straight. My head is in line with my arms. My legs are straight. And everything is good. Let's take a couple deep breaths here. And I like to move my knees in this position because it helps me feel like I'm, stretching out the back of my legs and feeling really good. And breathe out. Beautiful. Awesome. Okay. Now, for this last one, what we're going to do is or this next one, I guess, what we're going to do is we're going to meet ourselves right here on our mat, and we are going to sit with our legs on our hands and our knees, and we are going to pretend to be a giraffe. And so our arms are going to be our giraffe next, and what we're going to do is we're going to lift up our arms and reach towards the sky and take a couple deep breaths here. You feel that stretch in your back? Very nice. And then let's try again on the other side. Perfect. Now, my last one is really fun, and I like to do this one because different kinds of breaths can actually give us different feelings. So, one of my favorite ways to breathe during yoga is I like to do a lion's breath, which is like and get out all this energy, and it's really nice, especially if you're doing something very difficult or hard. It helps you to feel like you can keep going. But another one that you can do is a buzzing breath. So we're gonna do a big and I want you to put your hands right here, and this position is called buzzing bee. And with the buzzing bee, you should feel yourself calming down, and you're gonna create this vibration that happens on your mouth and in your vocal cords, and this will help loosen up your vocal cords and make you feel like you can have a little bit easier conversations and help calm you down. So go ahead and let's put our hands right here, and everyone do it with me. It's gonna be a little silly. Ready? And it helps you feel a little bit more relaxed, taking a couple of different deep breaths. And these are a couple of different poses that you can do. Now, these are really great things that you can do during your screen time, or you can do them when you are feeling just a little overwhelmed, or even if you just aren't sure how you're feeling and you think you want to try something different, give it a shot. All of these different poses are just a couple of really simple ones, and what I would do is I'd print out our cute little printable, and then you could put it in your workspace to remind you to give yourself a break. School is fun, screen time is fun, playing outside is fun, but we just need to make sure we have a healthy balance of all of those things to make sure that we're staying mentally healthy and strong during this time. Thanks for joining me today for our Leo at Home. We'll be back again at 2 o'clock to talk about some imaging with the University of Utah. And thank you to Williams International for our sponsorship. We really appreciate you. Have a great rest of your day, everyone.